Hey yo, what's up everybody? Today we're gonna do a video talking about what is Ethereum, and from here today you're gonna basically become a user of Ethereum after going through this tutorial. So on this tutorial itself, I'm gonna cover a lot of stuff, basically getting started on Ethereum, what is MetaMask, how to install it, your settings on MetaMask, what is EtherScan, what is the Gwei, what is the gas, how are the fee calculated, and after the ERC20, 721, and after the 115, and of course how do you receive and of course send tokens. All in this guide I'm gonna cover it everything, and of course please bear with me. I would say that this video is a bit dry, and after that, from there, if you are really interested in getting started on Ethereum, how to make like insane gains on the DeFi, like basically getting like DeFi 100% APY, and after that how to get into this NFT that basically during pre-sale is $100, and after that the next moment is worth millions of dollars and everything. You must know how to interact with this thing called the Ethereum blockchain before you get into all this kind of crazy adventure. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, kindly hit the subscribe button, turn on post notification, and leave a thumbs up to this video. And of course, before we jump into the topic itself, if you have not joined my Discord channel, feel free to join it. It is a link down below. Just click on it, and after that, from here, just have a read on my rules, and after that, from there, do a verification over here. Just click on the thumbs up, and after that you are able to access all the other pages. If let's say you are not able to see the pages, feel free to DM me on Discord. And after that, right now we're going to jump into what is Ethereum. So over here we're gonna do a talk about what is Ethereum. So I'm not gonna like show you on the screen, just look at my face, or let's say you are too shy, just look away, and after that just listen it like a podcast. So over here, what is Ethereum? Ethereum is like basically a smart contract platform, and after that, from there you might be thinking, what the fuck is a smart contract platform? And after that, from there we're gonna explain to you on Bitcoin. So for Bitcoin itself, we know it's a payment token which you send this amount of Bitcoin, which is valued at this amount of US dollar, and from there you send it around the world, and after that, from there it's gonna be transacted within like within like 30 minutes or even an hour. And after that, I would say the fees on the platform itself is relatively low compared to basically using traditional banking methods to basically transfer your funds across the world. So this is the layman terms for cryptocurrency peer-to-peer transfer. And after that, from there, we want to talk about what is this Ethereum actually exactly. Ethereum has this feature of payment transfer, same thing on what is building on Bitcoin. And after that, from there, additionally on Ethereum itself, they built this thing called a smart contract. And after that, from there, what is this smart contract? So I'm just going to list a use case out for you guys to have a better understanding on what is Ethereum. So for Ethereum itself, it's simple to understand. Imagine that you are trying to do a payroll for your company, and after that, from there, you know that every 15th of the month you're gonna like credit out payment to your workers, and after that, from there, you will need to basically build this smart contract out, having this kind of codings, and after that, basically is running on Solidity, and after that, from there, you have to build this smart contract out to basically distribute payments. So for example, you want to on a 15th of every month, you're gonna distribute your payment towards like your workers, maybe 5 workers, and after that, from there, you want to do it automatically without hassle. What you need to do is very simple. Just code out the smart contract with the parameters. On 15, you are gonna send 1 Ethereum to 5 addresses, and after that, from there, these 5 addresses itself, it is basically your workers wallet ID, basically like the same thing you want to talk about is like your bank account number. And after that, from there, this is what Ethereum is like, and after that, from there, there's a lot of use case on it, and this is one of the use case. And after that, from there, right now we have seen like more mainstream use cases like DeFi, and after that NFT, and after that, previously it was like fundraising, crowdfunding, ICO. So right now we're going to jump into getting started on Ethereum. Basically, it's a full guide on what you need to do before you get started. So on getting started on Ethereum itself, the first step is to basically pick your wallet, and after that, from here, many people are confused like which wallet should I use. And after that, from there, like if you have total zero knowledge about this thing called a wallet itself, I'm gonna guide you through, and after that, from there, I give you my recommendation. So the first the wallet that a lot of people are using is basically MetaMask, and after that, I'm just gonna tell you what is MetaMask all about briefly. So over here, this is the website of MetaMask. Basically, it's metamask.io, and after that, please be very careful that there's a lot of scams outside of this Google. If let's say you try to type MetaMask, sometimes you might see it's a L instead of a O. Therefore, I would say that many people are trying to scam you to basically install the wrong MetaMask. Why is that so? Because if let's say you install the wrong MetaMask itself, they might be able to exploit your funds, basically like take your money out of you without like you noticing and stuff like this. So over here, just to be safe, just head over to metamask.io, and of course, to basically talk about what is this MetaMask itself, it is a crypto wallet basically run on Ethereum. So you can see on the MetaMask itself, you can run Ethereum on it, and after that, many other blockchain which we are going to talk about later. And right now we are just going to go focus on what is Ethereum, the MetaMask all about. Basically, MetaMask is a web wallet, basically as an extension for your browser, and after that, from here you can download it you can download using like Google Chrome, Firefox, iOS, and after the Android. So from here itself, it is a extension for you to interact with the Web3 application. What is a Web3 application? It is basically this Web3 and Web2 itself. It is something like you must know that Web3 itself, it is a decentralized application which you can interact using your MetaMask, and after that from there you can interact with the Ethereum blockchain, and from there you can execute contracts, and after that from there you can see visually what is happening depending on what application you're using. So this is the terminology for Web3, so it must be a bit confusing, but I really like try to clear it up. So over here we're gonna do the step-by-step on installing MetaMask, and after that on the settings as well. So right now we're gonna install MetaMask. So installing, just head over to here, and after that from here select your basically your desktop or whatever you are using, your browser. Just click on install, and after that from here MetaMask is going to bring you to this extension. So once this extension is done, just from the official site, of course, click on it, double check itself is metamask.io, and after that once you have installed it, you're going to be prompted toward this page itself. So right now, how do you basically do these settings on MetaMask itself? We're going to do a guide through on basically getting started all the way to the settings. So over here the Q Fox is following the cursor. So over here, getting started is very simple. Just follow the step-by-step instructions. So over here, if you are new to MetaMask, if let's say you are totally new and you do not have this 12-phrase code, and after that, basically we're just going to do a create wallet. So creating a wallet itself, here over here you will be basically they're telling you MetaMask will basically these are the terms from them. They are not going to collect your data, sell your data whatsoever. And after that, from here you click on I agree after reading. So over here, the password you have to just set it up. So I'm just going to put a random password, it's the test, and after that from here you're going to read and confirm. After creating itself is very simple. They are going to tell you how do you secure a wallet. So for my what is that called? From my experience itself, I would say that if let's say you want to basically secure a wallet itself, first of all, the words that they are going to show you over here, you cannot show it to anyone. So I'm just doing a video. Click on this. These are your password for your wallet itself. So this over here, you have to legit write it down on a piece of paper and not save it on your your Google Drive, or you want to say your Google Notes or whatsoever. Please do not save it over there, or your Telegram messages. I will say, why is that so? Because if let's say one fine day your account get hacked, basically your account got compromised or whatsoever, so some hackers, they will just straight away look for these 12 words itself. If let's say they manage to find these 12 words, they are able to access your money, and from there, if let's say you did not even save these 12 words itself, you just misplace it, and let's say your wallet is loaded with like 10 Ethereum, which is worth like, I do not know, 40,000 right now, or even it's 42,000 right now US dollar. And after that, if let's say you just misplace it, you are basically losing 42,000 out of, it's just basically thin air. It's all gone. You call the police, you call your mama, you call whoever it is, nobody's gonna help you to retrieve your secret this code itself. So over here, you really have to save this over here, and after that from here, once you have recorded it down for security reason, put it on a piece of paper, and after that we are gonna go for next. So over here they are gonna ask you to confirm, so I have not written it down, so I'm just gonna do a snapshot. So over here, after writing all of this to basically confirm that it's correct, just click on confirm, and after from there they will verify it, and after the congratulations, you already passed this secret test. Basically, I would say do not be like me, copying the image using the snapshot and after that saving it. Please do not do that. This is just for the sake of this tutorial. So over here on the settings of MetaMask itself, is very simple. Just click on this option itself. It's going to tell you account details. Click on it, and after that from here you can basically rename it to your brand new wallet, something like that. This is your basically your own customization for your interface. So over here, this wallet itself is your, over here you can see this is your settings. Basically you can set your wallet names, and after that from here, if you are going into more advanced itself, I would say just click on this icon over here, and from here you can see that you can create additional wallets, and after that from there you can say wallet number 2. Alright, so you can do something like this, wallet number 2, and after that from here you can switch from your wallet to wallets time to time. Basically, let's say you want to basically customize your wallets, as in like first of all, this over here you can say that you're only gonna receive Ethereum, and after that from there, this is whatever you have, whatever Ethereum is gonna be sent there. The second wallet is gonna be your NFT junkies. You're gonna keep your NFT, for example, and after that maybe you can have a third wallet for your like monthly savings in Ethereum or whatsoever. You can do it customization, and of course the next thing over here we're gonna head over to the settings, and after that from here, if let's say you scroll down itself, this over here you can choose your primary currency. Is very simple, Ethereum, if not fiat basically showing your US dollar or whatever currency that you're using, and after that over here you can choose your language as well, and after that from here you can choose your currency. So once you click on choose on your currency itself, if you enable fiat itself, whatever currency you are seeing on your Ethereum, on your MetaMask itself is showing in US dollars / Sing dollars or whatsoever currency. So we're gonna head over to the advanced tab itself over here. For me itself, I would love to basically enable the advanced gas control, and after that show the hex data, and after that from here I'm gonna use the customize nounce over here. I'm gonna tell you what is all of this, and after that from there we can understand much more. So over here, these are all the customization that you want to do. Basically for me, I already enabled the advanced gas, hex, and after that customize nounce, which I'm going to explain to you further down the basically this tutorial. So over here, the context itself, over here you can basically build your contact list. You can add the Ethereum address maybe from your exchange, and after that from there you can name it. Basically username is just a nickname, and after that over here we can choose the security and privacy. So over here on the security and privacy, just enable all of this, and after if let's say you do not want to basically let MetaMask know your data or whatsoever, you are a bit skeptical, just disable this, and after that from there they would not be able to access anything. So over here, this is just to help the MetaMask improve on their product, and over here you can basically re-backup your private keys. If you click on this itself and enter your password, and over here, oh damn, I forgot my password. Give me a while. Something like that. Alright, so over here, if you've done your password itself, it's gonna show you your private keys again, and from there you can re-backup it, and after that from there, this is just do not show it to anyone. If you are using the laptop on the public library or whatsoever, do not install MetaMask. Do not even like enter your private keys in the public computer which is shared. So only use it on your personal computers, and after that from here we can basically all of this it's not really what we're going to talk about right now. So right now we're going to jump into what is EtherScan. So over here on EtherScan itself, what is this EtherScan that you need to know about? Basically, this is one of the byproduct, which is the Ethereum blockchain, which is much more famous. Over here, I would say that using to track your transactions, and after from there to understand what is this Ethereum network going. So over here, you can see all the stats on Ethereum network itself. You can see there's a total transaction of I think 1.3 billion, something like that, and after that from there you can see the price of this thing called the Gwei, and after that from there you can see the hash rate, basically the mining power in the Ethereum blockchain, and after that from here you can see the transaction within these 14 days, and after that from here the price of Ethereum, the market cap of Ethereum, and of course the later blocks, and after the latest transaction. So over here most of you guys are like, hey, come on, I just want to know what is all of this, and after that just get started already. So over here we're going to jump into one of the transaction, and from there we are going to explain to you what is this thing called the this Gwei, and after that from there the gas. So right now we're going to talk about what is this thing called a Gwei. Over here you can see. Alright, so over here we're just gonna do like a podcast, basically listen to what I say. Basically, what is this Gwei all about? Basically, we know that if let's say we are going to a petrol station, we are pumping, we have this basically the fuel, the petrol, we call it like maybe 92, 95, and of course 98 in Singapore. Some of you guys might call it like normal, and after that extra maybe like supreme or premium, something like that. These are all the terminology for your petrol, and after that from here we know that on Ethereum itself you need some gas and fuel to basically fuel this transaction to let it go across the network, and after that from there they are using like the same concept of a car, and after that of a petrol. So for Gwei itself, we know that the Gwei is the petrol, and after that from there you have to accordingly that they do not like I mean, like you can customize your standings. Over here you can put like 65 point blah blah blah, and sometimes you can put even as low as 1, and of course if you put 1 itself, you are not basically your transaction won't be confirmed, and after that won't be successful. It's going to be pending depending on how much petrol you put in, and after that from there we are going to talk about what is this gas. So over here on the gas itself, it is very simple to understand this gas limit over here. So over here, this you have to understand that it depends on which type of transaction you're doing. If let's say you are sending like Ethereum, or you are sending just purely Ethereum, so over here this guy has been sending Ethereum from to this person, and after that the minimum basically I would just call this the 21 kilometer route itself. So I will just say it as 21 kilometer. So over here the gas limit for your Ethereum transaction itself is always 21 km, and after that from here you can basically know that 21 is the basic, and after that this is the minimum amount that you need to enter on your gas limit, and after that from there, what is this gas limit? It's very simple. This is the basically the trip towards the person. It is going to cost like it's going to take around 21 km long, just take it for example, and after that running on this thing called using the petrol that you paid. So basically how the fees are calculated, we are going to go into it later, and of course before we jump into the fees itself, we are going to talk about what is the nounce. Alright, right now we are going to talk about the Nounce. The Nounce itself is very simple to understand. Basically, it's the transaction number 1 to number whatever it is. So over here, we can see this wallet itself is basically transacting its fifth transaction in the whole network itself. So like, how do you want to check? Just click on from, and after that from here we'll be redirected to his wallet, and after that from here we can see that there's only 5 transaction, which is true. So over here we have to count it as 0. This is transaction number 0. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So over here we can see this number itself, the transaction has been confirmed. So I'm just going to do a confirmation. Yes, this is Nounce number 5. Basically this is the transaction number 5 of the wallet itself going out. So the Nounce itself is going to increase in its integer itself. It is basically the number is going to keep going up and up depending on how many times you have sent transaction out. It does not count transaction coming in. So this is what the Nounce is. And after that from there, this Nounce itself is very important. If let's say you have screwed up on a transaction somehow, and after that from here I'm going to teach you how do you like replace transaction and stuff like this in the video itself. Before we jump into it, we're going to talk about how is the fees calculated on Ethereum. So over here, how is the fees calculator itself is very simple. Just know that this gas and after that this Gwei itself is going to play a part, and after that over here we have something new which is called a max priority fee itself. These 3 things over here is going to play a part on basically telling you how much is the transaction, and after that over here we can see on the official site itself, it's already like telling you that how it's calculated. Over here this is the gas fee, and after that over here we just take it as this is the trip to basically to the end destination to the next wallet. Basically this is 21 kilometer times by basically the first value itself, it is the how much Gwei, basically your gas, your premium. Basically if you want to put it 100 Gwei itself is very premium, and I would say plus maybe 10 of this to tip the person that is basically filling a petrol, something like that, if you want to talk about it that way. And after that from here we can see that this calculation itself is going to come up with this 2.3 million worth of Gwei itself, and after that it is converted into 0.00231 Ethereum. So this does not really matter. So over here you have to know that if let's say the thing that really plays a part on your transaction itself is called a Gwei, and after that the Gwei itself you might want to play around with it if let's say you know how to see the gas current gas using Ether blockchain itself. So over here on the EtherScan itself, over here we can see this is the fees that you want to do. So over here, if let's say you know what is this Gwei all about already, and after that from there you might be thinking like, how do I save gas fee if let's say I want to transfer money to my friends or whatsoever? It's very simple. Just head over to the ticker itself, click on this, and over here we can see all the past history of the historical Oracle gas price of this Ethereum blockchain itself. Is very simple to understand. So over here we can see that over here as of today itself, it is basically it's 21st of as of today itself, the maximum Gwei that this today people has been spending is 492 Gwei, and after that basically the average is around 100 and the minimum is 46. So over here if let's say you want to save you want the transaction to be smooth and fast right now, you might want to consider using 67 Gwei, and after if let's say you are not in a rush to basically complete this transaction, you might be able to be like maybe I can wait for an hour or 2, and after that basically you can use the low Gwei, or let's say you can just compare it. The minimum is 46, maybe you want to put it at 55. It can be confirmed within this day itself, but there's no guarantee. Of course, if let's say you put less than the average itself, your transaction being confirmed, it is kind of slow, and after that you have to wait for quite some time. That's why the Ethereum blockchain is kind of clocked, and after that from there the fees are kind of expensive. So over here, just by transferring a token itself is going to cost you around these numbers that has been shown, and after that if let's say you're going to interact the DeFi is this amount, and after that from there you want to become a DeFi liquidity provider, a farmer or whatsoever, this is the fees that you're going to pay just by transaction. And after that over here we're going to talk about the next topic, which is what is ERC20, 721, and after that 115. So over here for this itself, if we click on tokens itself, we know that on Ethereum itself, the best thing on Ethereum is, yes, there's a token, and after that from there we know that there's this other token called a 721, and after that there's 115, and after that there's ERC20 token. And how do you like transact with all of this? So over here you have to understand that the ERC20 itself, it is called a token. Basically it is additional cryptocurrency being built on Ethereum itself, and after that we call it ERC20. And after that these tokens itself involve like maybe US Tether, the true US dollar, and after that from there USDC, and of course you want to talk about Shiba Inu. Yes, all of these are under this thing called the ERC20. Basically it's a standard protocol for these tokens, and after that from there that's why it's called ERC20. And for 721 itself is slightly different. It is non-fungible tokens, basically your NFT, your basically your pixelated artworks or whatsoever. It is using the standard of 721, and of course for this 115 itself, it is quite a new protocol, which is basically a unique token that support the basically the NFT, and after that from there it is faster, more efficient to basically use a batch token transfer. Basically you can group this all of these NFT itself to basically transact out, and after that it is developed by this NFT project called the Engine, and after that from there these are the explanation of the token itself. Alright, so we have come to end of the basically talking about all this ecosystem whatsoever shit. Now is the main point. How do you receive Ethereum and of course other token itself? Is very simple. The first of all, you need to basically create your wallet depending on which wallet you want your tokens to land up on. Basically just choose it accordingly, and after that from here on MetaMask itself is something like that. It's going to be I'm just going to close this screen, and after that I'm just going to use this option over here because this is the option that most of you guys are using. So if you click on the fox icon itself, you're going to see this over here, and after that from here you can choose from your wallet which one you're going to transact with. So a brand new wallet maybe, and after that over here you can just hover over your keys and after your mouse, your cursor, and after that from there you can see copy to clipboard. If you click on it itself, you're going to tell you copy it, and after that over here you can see that if I use a Control V, it is going to tell me this is my address, and after that this unique numbers and character string of basically this is the standard Ethereum blockchain address. Basically it's gonna start with 0x something, and after that basically so if you're gonna receive token itself, you want to basically have a note, basically keep looking at these 4 last digit, and after that at the first 4. So we hear these are the things that you want to take note of. If let's say you're receiving tokens from your exchange, basically you're transacting, you're going to withdraw your funds from your exchange or asking people to send the address to you. Before you send your token out itself, what you want to verify is the first 4. The first 4 is 0x33, and after that we can see is 0x33, and after that over here the last 4 is basically 4D38. so we here just zoom in for you guys to see. So the first 4, and after that the last 4, you have to verify it, and after that from there you can basically once it's good to go, just send it to your friends or whoever, and after that from there they're gonna send you Ethereum or whatever token. So for ERC20 tokens or NFT itself, just send them your address, and after that from there they are able to you are able to receive the ERC20 tokens, whatever NFT tokens, 115 or 721. Basically all of these itself, just using one address you can receive all of it, I would say. And after that from there, the next thing we're going to talk about is how do you basically send tokens out right now. Right, so over here we're going to do like a demo slash like a simulation on how do you send out tokens itself. Is very simple. So I have 2 Ethereum address over here, which of course the private key is different. So if you want to basically crack the private keys and after from there you want to steal my money, basically you can't do it because this is another type of, it's the same 12 words itself, but of course it's different in the wordings, and of course I'm not going to review it on stream. So over here I'm just going to tell you basically how do you like send tokens, and after that from there you get a better understanding on it. So over here you want to send Ethereum itself, is very simple. Just head over to one address, and after that, for example, this is the exchange address you want to send it to, copy, and after that from here, first of all, before sending out itself, you have to check the first 4 of this front itself, the first 4 and the last 4. Just double check on whatever it is, and after that from there, choosing the asset you want to send, basically Ethereum, we're going to do it, for example. So for example, you're going to send like 0.001, which is like 40 cents, or let's say do something better. Okay, maybe $40 to somebody else, and after that the hex data, we have already enabled it previously. Just ignore it, do not type anything in because it's going to cost you much more. So for the hex data itself, if let's say you're not an advanced user, you're not going to use the hex data, I would say most of you guys are not using it, just ignore it, and after that just click on next. And over here we can see basically it's gonna tell you the gas fee and whatsoever. So over here you can click on edit itself, and after that from there you can basically you can do your advanced parameter on the gas limit. So as I already mentioned it earlier, the 21,000 itself is the base fee. I mean the minimum for this gas limit. So 21 kilometer, if you want to talk about it like that way, just set it as 21, and after that over here the max priority fee itself, as default it is 1.5, and after that sometime it might change to 1 point, like maybe something like that. Just always Just remember, if you put it at 1, it is too low, and after that over here I will just say always set it as 1.5 or even 2, depending on how fast you want your transaction to be confirmed. And over here you can see the gas fee itself, we already talked about it previously, talking about the Gwei. So how do you want to determine? Very simple, just head over to EtherScan, and after that from there we can see over here, this is the low, average, and high. So right now, if you want your transaction to be smooth and after that to be executed right now, just click on 65, and over here you can see it is telling me a bit too low. So if you want, you can do 70 or something like that. 70. Yeah, basically it's somehow not interacting. So 90 is likely to basically likely to be confirmed within 30 seconds. So over here you have to really play around with the numbers, and after that from there you can see if I put 10 itself, the transaction is gonna cost me only 88 cents. If I'm gonna do it 70, it's gonna cost me $5.64. So depending on how much you want to splurge, and after that from there how fast you want your transaction to be confirmed. So over here this is the fees for just sending Ethereum itself, and after that right now we're gonna see how much it's gonna cost for sending this thing called the token. So over here we can see I have some tokens over here. I want to click on it, and after that from here, if I click on send itself, it's very simple. The same thing, paste the address that I want to send it to. So here, for example, I want to send this DGS token itself, and after that from here I'm going to send everything. And over here we can see the fee itself. Previously if we put it at 10, it's only like a few cents, and right now we are looking at, hey, why is it $4? And from there you might be like, maybe it's the gas limit, so maybe I should just edit this number to 21,000, and from there I will say if you are sending off a token itself, just leave the gas limit as default. Why is that? So it's because if let's say we already understand that this gas limit itself is the duration slash the basically is the length to the endpoint. So over here we have to understand that why is this ERC20 gonna cost a little bit more in gas limit itself, because there is this smart contract itself, there is loops, and after that from there we have to understand that it's gonna bring out this smart contract. Basically what's the encoding itself is going to basically, like, if you execute this trade, it's gonna tell you, oh, this address is going to send money towards this address, and after that from there we are going to go into the smart contract and do some parameters and fetch to basically execute this trade. Therefore it's going to cost you a little bit more, and after that from there the gas limit, just leave it as it is. And for the Gwei, just always know that if you're going to transact with Ethereum itself, you have to know that the things that you can play around is only the max priority, the max fee, and of course the Nounce. And after that we're going to talk about the Nounce later on, and after that basically these are the things that you should take note on. All the transaction you want to play around with, only the max priority fee and the max fee that you want to play around with is only these two numbers, which is Gwei. And for the gas itself, I would say that if let's say you are going to do something much more slower, so for example you're going to do like 50, and after that from there we know that this is going to be extremely slow to execute, and after that from there you are afraid that your transaction might be cancelled slash fail because of, let's say, gas limit is not enough. So if let's say the recommended is this amount, just top it up, just round it up to the whole number. So right now it's 95,000. So what I want is maybe I can do 100,000, just in case if let's say this transaction fails. And after that from there, if let's say the transaction fails itself, you are basically burning off the fees, and after that whatever you paid over here on this amount, it is going to be gone. And after that from there I would say that it's a waste of money. So if let's say you want to save money, you have to do it smartly as well, using the gas limit, play around with the numbers, increase but never decrease. If you decrease, it will definitely fail if let's say your transaction is not confirmed within the time frame. And after that I would say that right now we're going to talk about the Nounce. Alright, so for the Nounce itself, we're going to understand how do you like replace transactions on Ethereum itself. I would say this segment itself is much more an advanced one. So how do you want to do it? It's very simple. To understand Nounce, we know that we have transaction 0 to all the way there is whatever now. So over here for my wallet itself, the Nounce is telling me as it is 557. So if let's say this transaction, if I click on confirm itself, it is going to be Nounce 557. So for understanding this is very simple. So let's say if you want to save on your gas fee, for example, or let's say you are doing a ERC 721 non-fungible transfer, or let's say the ERC20 transfer. If let's say you already done whatever you need to input, you already double check on whatever it is, you are sure that you have entered the correct address, and after that you have entered the correct amount, and right now you're gonna do a transaction off, and after that from there you are thinking like, hey, I want to basically save on fees. So maybe you will do something like maybe 15, and after that over here we know that this transaction is gonna take freaking long to get confirmed, because on average itself we can see that the minimum keyword itself is not basically some days it is 1, and after that most of it is at around 40 plus, so we know that 15 keyword is not going to get confirmed anytime soon, and after that from there we might be basically not in a rush, I would say. If you click on save itself and after that you send this transaction off, it is going to be Nounce 557, and after that, after maybe after let's say 15 days is still not confirmed, and after that from there your Nounce 557 is still pending. So what's going to happen is basically in the future, like let's say this Nounce 557 is still running. In the future, if you want to send additional token out, or basically just sending, you want to send your Nounce 558, basically your next transaction out, you cannot do that because the first transaction has not been completed. And after that, let's say if you want to cancel a transaction, you can do it. And after that, I will say how do you do it. It's very simple. So here I'm just gonna do an example. So basically we're just gonna do an example. So here we're gonna click on basically this address. So example, I want to send this Ethereum towards that address that I've mentioned, something like that. If I click on this, and after that from there, example, I already sent this Nounce 557 out, and after that from there, now I want to basically after 15 days, I do not wish to put my money in the exchange already because it has been waiting too long and I want to spend it on other stuff and it is still pending. And how do you like replace this now itself? I mean this transaction is very simple. If let's say you want to cancel any transaction, just copy your own address and after that click on send and paste your own address in, and after that from there just click on 0, and after that over here, this over here probably is going to show you something like that, 558, and after that from here, what you want to do is to basically look at your transaction. So how do you look at it? It's very simple. Just head over to your address, whatever address it is, just click on the transaction itself. If let's say this transaction is still confirming, is still pending, it is only for pending. If let's say the transaction is still pending, just scroll down and after that from there you can just click on the Nounce, read on it. Basically it's like maybe for my case it's 557. Now I'm looking at 557, and after that I want to basically copy the Nounce over here. I mean the Nounce is 3000 over 30 over 1000, so I want to copy the Nounce over here, and after that from there just paste it over here. If let's say you want to double confirm which transaction it is, so for the Nounce itself, it's only for you if let's say the transaction is pending. I mean, you can cancel / redirect the transaction to other places, and after that from there to replace the transaction off with a greater Gwei. So over here, how does the replacing work? It's very simple. You need to enter the amount, the Nounce itself, 557, and after that over here you will need to, let's say you have spent 15 Gwei on the previous transaction. The next transaction you want to put in have to definitely be more than 15 Gwei, and after that it is to basically to replace this transaction because you are paying a much more higher fee, and after that from there you are sending another type of transaction towards the Ethereum blockchain, and from there they are going to basically replace this automatically for you. And of course this only works with transaction that has not been confirmed / it is still pending, and after that from there you can basically play around with it. And of course basically you do not, you can't scam people with this because they know that they have to wait for a confirmation before before releasing anything. So this is just basically good to know knowledge for you guys if let's say you want to basically replace your Nounce, or let's say you have sent something out incorrectly. Maybe you have entered the wrong address, and after that from there you are like, oh shit man, I sent something wrong, and after luckily I'm saving my fees, and after that from there it is still pending for 15 hours. So right now I can do an edit on the address itself, and after that from there I can change the route to basically, if let's say I'm sending to this address, I can change it to another address just by entering and after that by entering another address, and after that entering the amount that I want to send it, and after that click on next, and after that over here we are going to get a confirmation. Just replace the Nounce over here, edit the fee. So let's say your previous fee was 50, is still confirming, just increase it to 55 or something, and after that from there just click on confirm, and after that everything is going to be sent out, and after that from there you are good to go on this transaction. Alright, I've come to the end of this long ass tutorial, and after that I believe that if you are watching throughout the whole of this, if let's say you do not understand it, just feel free to join my Discord channel / Telegram, and from there I'm going to do my best to support. And after that over here, before we end the topic itself, I'd like to tell you that there's this scam ongoing, which is the airdrop scam. So let's say you are transacting on the Ethereum blockchain or Binance Smart Chain, which is another type of Ethereum blockchain I would say. If let's say you are transacting towards these two chain itself, you might be receiving like free tokens, and after that from there it's ranging from $5 all the way to like $40,000, and you might be like, wow, Australia, I become rich already. And after that from there you go and basically do the transaction, you try to send, and after that from there it's going to tell you it's an error, and so on and so forth. And after that from there magically your money is all gone, and after that from there you'll be like, where all my money go? And after that, from there, you must be like, yeah, I got scam or what, yeah? And yeah, you might be doubting your friends like, hey, last time I setting up my wallet that time, you look my wallet, and after from there conflict comes. So like you want to prevent all of this from happening, very simple, just head over to airdropscams.com, and after that from there, just scroll down and have a read on what is this scam all about, and after that from there you can understand how do you prevent it from happening, and of course avoid all these silly conflicts, I would say. And after that, basically just head over to airdropscams.com, and after that share with your friends and family as well. Feel free to join my Discord, and I'll be basically doing more tutorials like this. And after that, feel free to let me know your opinions down below about this tutorial. And after that, I'll come to the end of the video. If you like the video, kindly hit the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and turn on post notification. And yeah, basically see you on the next one. Bye bye guys.